On Tuesday, President Donald J. Trump held a high-profile closed-door meeting with a group of Republican lawmakers at the White House, marking one of his most significant political engagements since returning to active presidential campaigning for the 2026 midterms. The meeting, seen as a strategic gathering to align party priorities, comes amid growing speculation about Trump's influence over the Republican Party and his vision for the future of conservative leadership in the United States. Key topics discussed. 1. 2026 midterm strategy. President Trump emphasized the importance of maintaining and expanding Republican control in Congress. He reportedly discussed fundraising strategies, candidate endorsements, and key battleground states where GOP influence needs reinforcement. "We're going to take back what's ours, not just hold the line but push forward," Trump was quoted saying during the meeting, according to a senior official. 2. Immigration and border policy. The southern border crisis was a central issue. Trump pushed for renewed focus on strict border security, reactivation of the Remain in Mexico policy, and more aggressive legislative action to deter illegal immigration. 3. Economic agenda. Trump pitched a second-term vision economic plan, promising tax cuts for middle-class families, deregulation for small businesses, and aggressive trade reform, especially with China. The group reportedly discussed pushing forward bills that align with America First economic principles. 4. Investigations and impeachment threats. Some lawmakers voiced their support for launching investigations into the Biden administration's handling of the border, the IRS, and foreign policy failures. There was chatter about potentially introducing articles of impeachment against President Biden, though no formal decisions were made. 5. Judicial and education reform. Trump advocated for protecting conservative values in education and the judiciary. He emphasized continuing to appoint judges who align with originalist constitutional interpretations and passing legislation to counter what he called radical indoctrination in schools. Notable attendees. Some of the key figures present at the meeting included House Speaker Jim Jordan, Senator Josh Hawley, Republican Missouri, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican Georgia, Senator Ted Cruz, Republican Texas, Governor Ron DeSantis, via teleconference. Their presence underscored a strong alignment with Trump's base and ideological stance. Political significance. This gathering wasn't just a routine meeting. It signals Trump's ongoing command over the GOP and his intent to mold the party into a cohesive political machine ahead of 2026. His popularity among the Republican base remains strong, and many lawmakers see his endorsement as a critical asset for re-election. The event also served as a warning to moderate Republicans and potential challengers within the party. Trump is not stepping aside and plans to remain the central figure in conservative politics. Criticism and opposition response. Democratic leaders responded quickly. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer labeled the meeting a MAGA strategy summit and criticized the GOP for doubling down on division and chaos instead of unity and progress. Progressive groups also condemned discussions around immigration and impeachment, calling them extreme and political theater. Media coverage and reactions. The meeting dominated news cycles across conservative outlets like Fox News, Newsmax, and Breitbart, where it was praised as a revitalization of Republican strength. Mainstream and liberal media, such as CNN and MSNBC, framed it as a concerning display of Trump's influence and authoritarian leanings. Political analysts say this event sets the tone for what could be one of the most combative and ideologically polarizing campaign seasons in recent U.S. history. Conclusion. President Trump's meeting with Republican lawmakers marks a pivotal moment as the GOP prepares for the 2026 midterms and beyond. With Trump reinforcing his leadership and outlining an aggressive conservative agenda, the political landscape in Washington is bracing for intensified polarization, renewed culture wars, and a possible rematch narrative leading into the 2028 presidential election cycle.